let us take a look at the distributed migration cluster. So that's the exciting feature that gives us the horizontal scalability. So we've been doing the standalone version until now. Let's run Omni Loader as a cluster. It's going to be listening on the port 5001. So if I go here to the 5001 port, it says waiting for agents to connect. At this point, you would be firing up agents on other machines. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to be firing up 2 agents on the same machine. So this is not recommended, but for the demo, it will be just fine. So now I'm going to be firing up a source-only agent here. So this is the agent that has connectivity only to the source database. It also has a designation as a primary one, because you can have as many agents as you want to have a very performant migration, but one is only able to be marked as a primary. And then I'm going to also be firing up as a target-only agent. By default, all agents can connect to both source and target. When would you want to use this designation of some agents being able to connect only to source or only to the target? When you're moving data over internet and you want the highest possible performance. So when we have this information of basically location of your agents, we can optimize migration to have the agents that are close to the database in question do specific work without involving the slow network hops over the internet, right? It also gives us the ability to encrypt data, compress, and then encrypt and pour the encrypted data for you through the internet, so you can be certain that things are completely secure. Now, let's see how the migration process is different now that we are going from, let's say again, SQL Server to Synapse, but instead of using the easy standalone mode, we're going to be using distributed migration cluster. And remember, we have 2 agents now, but these can easily be a dozen or so, or even more. I'm going to be selecting the project that we have used earlier, and this is the same one that's been repartitioned. Let's not do this. This time, let's just select a simple tiny one with 100 million records, just to make things clearer. So I'm going to be clicking loading. So what do we see now? It's connecting. It's starting actually to copy things. And everything is the same as before. And the only difference that you can see is it says chunking load instead of streaming load. And everything else is exactly the same. So the difference on this end is now the source agent, this is the one, is basically doing all of the work. It's reading the data, it's creating our own custom columnar format to create strongly compressed and encrypted data chunks. It pushes those data chunks to the target agents, who in turn are then decrypting, decompressing, and pushing them into the target in high speed. And that's all there is. Everything stays exactly the same.